So the Lions franchise may have taken an absolute dump. My bad on that. But it doesn't mean that I want to stop the content altogether for Madden. And because of that, I'm going to be moving to more one or two video kind of storylines. And we're going to start with a Detroit Lions rebuild today.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
I felt it all but fitting to rebuild the Lions. They're my team, my favorite team I've been following forever. Heart's definitely in it. And that's what the franchise series was going to be, was rebuilding the Lions. Since that's not happening, here's the next best thing, and that is to sit down and rebuild this team in one video. We got our new coach, Can Damble.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there.
I'm ready to let's just do this. Let's just hop right in. Let's rebuild these freaking Lions, shall we? So I am starting with the current active roster that we have. So we have Sudfeld and Jared Goff. This is probably going to be the one person that we move on from quickly as possible.
I hope so.
Okay.
Probably going to be drafting a quarterback in this year's draft, more than likely. And I'm probably going to just cut ties with Jared Goff. We got Jamal Williams, DeAndre Swift. Justin Jackson is up here now in the third string position. Greg Reynolds hurt, unfortunately. Still looking pretty good. Jamal having a great year so far. Phenomenal year. Handling the first back touches very well. Swift and Jackson, though, have been good change of pace backs, that's for sure. We have this man coked out, and I love it.
I'm jacked! I'm jacked to the tits!
He had some absolute monster. He's had some monster blocks since being back. I'm excited to see kind of what happens. Just need to work on those hands a little bit. Wide receiver, we have we're actually kind of set at receiver. Not gonna lie. Amon-Ra St. Brown is here. Jameson Williams, who's hurt, but he'll be coming back. DJ Chark, don't know if we'll bring him back. He's had some injury problems this year. We'll just have to wait and see. Josh Reynolds also has had some injury problems. Khalif Raymond, Quentin Cephas is hurt. Tom Kennedy, he's came in and just made some big plays for us. And Trinity Benson just got hurt too after we brought him back, which was kind of sad to see. But I mean, we have kind of our future set here. We have Brown and Williams, and that's kind of all we need. We may be looking for a little bit of a bigger target, bigger body. Chark kind of fits that. Might bring him back. We just have to wait and see, really, and how he does, how the injuries hold up, and maybe see if there's anybody else on the market. We do not have Hawkins anymore. He was traded away, but they didn't give us the pick.
What?
So this roster doesn't include draft picks that were given back. So we essentially just lost Hawkinson. Oh. We'll start it on hard mode then. But because of that, we have Wright, Mitchell, Zylstra, Daly. Those are our tight ends that we are rocking in. Mitchell's looked all right. Brock Wright's looked pretty good. Overall, I mean, the tight end position is somewhere that we're probably going to be looking to either draft or shore up through free agency. Now it's to one of our best parts of our team, the offensive line. We got Decker. Skipper is kind of a fill-in. Jonah Jackson, who is hurt now, but we have Jonah Jackson as well. He's going to be coming up on a contract here soon. Frank Ragnow anchoring the middle. Vaitai, who is hurt, but Evan Brown has actually stepped up and been really good, other than him now also dealing with some injuries, but he has been very good for a fill-in spot at the right guard. Might be somebody that maybe I keep around. I mean, we'll have to wait and see how the draft shakes out. We have Penei Sewell, who's, the superstar of the offensive line for sure. Definitely trending in a crazy direction. And we also have Matt Nelson, who's going to be used as, depth. Across the defensive line, Charles Harris is currently hurt right now, but Julian Okwara is in. Austin Bryant is also here for some depth. We have Aiden Hutchinson, of course. Romeo Okwara, who is still hurt. Kaminsky has been great for depth for us. Pascal, who is also dealing with injuries. Across the defensive line, we have Brockers, who's still the highest rated, but has he played like 2 games? He's been inactive a lot. He's just kind of there for the veteran presence. We have Benito Jones in here, though, for depth as well. Pittman on the outside linebacker. He's not used too much. They've been doing a lot of 2 backer sets at corner, which has kind of turned into a little bit of a bright spot for us. Akuda has been phenomenal. Mike Hughes has held down the nickel corner pretty well. Amani Oruwariye has been a little bit of a disappointment so far, but he is still there, and he is going to be coming up on a new contract as well, so we'll have to see how much money he wants. Will Harris and Jerry Jacobs, who played but I thought a very good game last week. But Jerry Jacobs is there too, Chase Lucas, and Bobby Price, who's currently hurt. Free safety, we have Walker, who's out for the year, unfortunately. Kirby Joseph, though, up to a 75 in Madden. Jeez, oh, Pete's, here we are. Iffy for some backup role. We also have Sean Elliott dealing with injuries, and CJ Moore. We have Badgley at kicker. Jack Fox, do they have him on his new deal? They do have him on his new deal. 5 years remaining. Worth every penny, because Jack Fox is an absolute monster. We already took a peek at it, though, but we do have some really good draft capital as well. This Rams pick is actually looking like it's going to be better than the Lions pick. Stafford might be out for the whole year. They don't know if he's going to come back. If that's the case, this pick may turn into a top 5 pick, which means, boy, we did pretty good in that trade, I would say. If we turn it into Aiden Hutchinson, Jameson Williams, and the Rams pick potentially turns into a franchise quarterback, if they decide to go that route. Second round, third round, fourth round, fifth round, and 2 sixth rounds this year. And then next year, it just back to first round, second round, third round, fourth round, fifth round, sixth round, seventh round. Now, some of these picks should be gone, and we should have others. Let's see what we got here. All right, first quarterback we have is Roman Dobbs. Lots of offensive line, though. That's actually really good. Quarterback's the big thing for us. Probably not going to take wide receiver unless we maybe find somebody a little bit later in the draft, which I'll definitely take a look at. Tight end's the other one to look at, but we'll have to wait and see how they actually get scouted out. And we'll be looking at these guys as the year goes on, too. Could also look at maybe getting another pass rusher, too. So we have a left end at top 5 projection. That'll be good. Definitely need linebackers, a ton of them. Might do that through free agency, though, if anything. I think I'll probably, if I pick up another corner, it'll probably be through free agency too. A couple of safeties, which definitely we could use as well, especially if we were not able to re-sign Sean Elliott. And I'm interested to see where we get for kickers too, because I'll probably look to draft them with like just insane kick power as well. Yeah, let me get some scouts assigned and let's get the simulation. Let's see how the first half of the season goes. All right, scouts are set. We actually got kind of lucky in how the strengths actually kind of panned out for this. But we got our quarterback. I was always gonna go quarterback. Offensive tackle, defensive tackle on the West, both better. Defensive end, outside linebacker. These are all needs that I have. Outside linebacker, defensive end, which we're going to also scout to hell. And then middle linebacker mixed in with running back. Kind of would have liked if we could have got a wide receiver in there too, but that's all right. You can usually kind of look at the wide receivers and have an idea of where they're going to be for the most part. So I'm going to take that. So scouts are set. Feeling pretty good.
5 minutes later.
All right, halfway through, the Lions are 1-5.
Oh no! We suck again!
Fairly similar, really, to where their record is. So 1-5 to start it off. Mock draft 2's out. Let's see if there's anybody that's moved up here. 6-8 right now are what our picks are. That's pretty good. Where's the quarterback at? Oh boy. Dobbs is all the way down here. Powell is looking real bad. Oh my god, this year might not be the year for a quarterback. Oh my gosh. That doesn't look great. Yeah, let's take a look. Let's take a look at some of these prospects. I'm gonna start setting some favorites too. So Dobbs is a scrambler, young, 22, solid speed. So he's a scrambler that isn't really even that fast. Has elite strength though. Great throw power. Currently sitting at A, short accuracy, B, medium, B, deep, B, throw on the run, C, play action, A, break sack. Man, I don't know if this is going to be... I don't know if this is going to be the guy. We'll have to wait and see how that speed ends up failing out. We'll see how he does at the combine, too, but it's not a good start for the quarterbacks. And honestly, Cliff Wright in the 3rd round. Look at this guy. B. Strong arm, elite throw power, pocket passer, marginal speed. Throw on runs D, under pressure is B medium, B deep. Might not be a bad guy to maybe take a flyer on later in the draft. Dude, this might not be a year for a quarterback. Maybe one more year, Jared Goff.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
I mean, really, maybe one more year of him. Still gonna favorite him. I'm probably not gonna favorite Powell. He just doesn't look that great. I think I'm gonna come down here and get Cliff Wright too, just in case. Any good tight ends? No run blocking whatsoever, but A, catch in traffic, A, catch, potential A, deep route running. Good speed. Not looking bad. Terrible run blocker, though, it looks like. Oh, this guy could be a freak. Great speed, too. A catch in traffic. Decent acceleration, too. All right, ends. The other big thing. Elite speed, elite acceleration potential. A awareness, no block shedding. Does have finesse moves, though. I would like that block shedding up a little bit more, but elite speed, there's some things you can't teach. That's for sure.
Speed kills!
Oh, like this guy. Zone coverage and press. If that man coverage falls in the right side, that might not be too bad either. Marginal speed. I'm going to see what he runs in the 40 just in case. Oh, boy. It was looking all right. That's why they had me taking this guy. A power, B man coverage, potentially play zone too. Elite speed, great strength, elite agility. Holy cow. All right. I'm going to add that guy to the board just to add him to the board. I mean, if he's there, I don't like taking safeties in the top 15, but I don't know. I think this is going to be a tough one, especially if the quarterbacks don't pan out. If the quarterbacks don't pan out, I mean, I'm not afraid to just keep Goff for another year. I'm not afraid at all.
You must be joking.
I found a kicker. Look at that. Great to elite kick power. I found myself a kicker, potentially. We have a couple of guys that we need to make decisions on, too. So, I mean, the thing that I can really do is we can just not worry about the safety. I can bring back Deshaun Elliott. Williams is looking for $5 million cap hit a year for the next 4 years. He's interested. Just don't know if I want to give him $5 million. Especially running back, I can draft one. God, that's tough. I mean, I can see them bringing him back. I don't know if they're going to bring him back for that much, but I could definitely see them doing it. Deshaun Elliott's looking for about $4 million cap hit, too. Honestly, it's not a bad thing. I mean, Deshaun Elliott's good. He's been good. I would definitely have to probably bring him back on a player-friendly deal, though. This is going to be tough. What's Chark looking for? $5 million a year. I'm going to let him go to free agency, and we might come back around and pick him up potentially. I need the corner depth, so we are going to try to bring back Omani. Well, yeah, okay. We're going to try to bring back Omani. I need the cornerback depth. I can't let everybody walk. We're going to let Anzalone go for now, too. Let Justin Jackson go. Let Badgley go. We're going to bring back Will Harris, depending on what he's looking for. I'm good with that. Yeah, that's fine. We can give him a little bit more next week. Try to give it a go. Kennedy, we're not going to bring back either. Evan Brown, I'm definitely going to bring back for depth. That's for sure. He's just a really good depth piece. I'm going to try to bring him back. So the Detroit Lions finish with 3 wins. 3-14 is the final record. Let's see where the Rams finished. 7-10. So we'll have a couple of middle-of-the-road picks. We end up with the 2nd pick in the draft this year. Oh, 2nd pick in the draft. 2nd and 7th pick we'll have this year. Holy cow. That is absolutely beautiful. Mahomes wins MVP. Harbaugh with Coach of the Year. Over on the NFC side, Offensive Player of the Year is Godwin. Nick Bosa wins Defensive Player of the Year. Christian Watson, Offensive Rookie of the Year. And Aiden Hutchinson with Defensive Rookie of the Year. Let's go. Let's see how Aiden actually finished this year. There's Goff, 29 tutties, 16 picks, 4,600 yards. Not too bad. Jamal didn't end up getting up to 1,000, has 912. DeAndre's at 448. 10 tutties, which is, I mean, it's kind of right on line with Jamal this year. He's probably going to be around 1,000. The touchdowns are up there, but still. Amon-Ra St. Brown ended up having 1,200 yards receiving with 11 touchdowns. Chark with $1 grand as well with 4 touchdowns. Holy cow. Jameson Williams never saw the field. 0 receptions, 0 yards. I wonder if they kept him on the IR the whole time. Anzalone actually led us in tackles. 116 tackles for Anzalone, followed by Rodriguez and Okudah, which is, I mean, this is, except mine is probably Malcolm Rodriguez. I mean, Okudah and Anzalone are going to be up there for both of those things. Elliott and Hughes are both up here, too. Let's see. Yep, Hutchinson led in sacks with only 7. Still not a bad year, though. 23 TFLs. Had a forced fumble, too. I will take that, Aiden Hutchinson. Deshaun Elliott with 3 picks. Kirby with 3 picks. Anzalone with 2 and Hughes with 1. That is all the takeaways we had for picks. Do we have any fumble recoveries? Oh boy. This team did not get turnovers. 9 turnovers is it. Can't be doing that and winning games, that's for sure. So the Ravens end up beating the Bears. Oh, what? Okay. I mean, good job. Good job, Ravens. What a freaking Super Bowl that is. So we might be in a little bit of a problem here. Goofball might actually be sticking around because where it sits now, there is not a ton of quarterbacks. The top 5 potential that we do have was a round 1 talent, round 1 2 talent. I might take Cliff Wright just to kind of see what happens, kind of a thing. Elite throw power. He is a statue there, but trucking A, decent accuracy. I might just take him just as like kind of a flyer late maybe to sit behind Goofball. But I don't know. We're looking pretty bad right now. I will say though, this guy has rocketed up boards. There was another tight end that rocketed up boards too. Yeah. TJ Lawrence, current day 3 projection, they have me taking him 7th overall at tight end right now. Like that's insane to even think about. And they're having me potentially do it here on the mock 3 draft. I don't know. This will be interesting. Free agency starting. I'm gonna have to sign some people because I had so many people walk during the offseason. I have a lot of spots to fill in. All right, free agency is done. Some of the big things that happened. Tom Brady is gonna go to play for the Washington Commanders. Odell Beckham went to New England. Kareem Hunt to Carolina. Dean Atlanta. James Robinson Carolina. Jamal's still out on the market. I might come back through and pick him up. I brought DJ Chark back. It's $5 million cap hit, but he had such a good season that he's such a great deep threat. Now I kind of have to keep him in just for his size. Brought in Dante Foreman to be kind of our pound it back. I brought Anzalone back. He wasn't that much. 2 years, $3 million. I mean, I'll bring him back. I'll bring him back for that, especially led the team in tackles. So I'm fine with that. Unless we find something in the draft, then that'll all change for sure. The rest was kind of just like depth pieces, getting some mentors in for some of the young guys that we have. Brought in Big Dick Nick to be our backup quarterback. Whether we keep the goofball or not, it's kind of leaning towards we're going to be keeping the goofball for another year, which means that we're kind of gearing up for next year. But for now, it's kind of just like building pieces up around, and we'll play out goofball's contract. And I don't know if that tight end maybe... Oh, nope, he's back. So mock draft 4, he was gone. Not even in the first round. He's back. A day 3 talent tight end. I'm probably going to do a private workout for him because I just need to see. I mean, I'm going to bring him in. We're going to take a look. So we're going to have him for our private workouts. And I'm going to bring him in. Just shot up the ranks. And I also want to take a look at this guy too. Jermichael Stamper. All right. There's the 3 we're going to do for private workouts. We'll see how that works out. Get some last minute scouting in here before we hop into our first draft. Oh, God. All right, here we go. Draft number 1. They do take the left tackle, Sheldon Fuller. Okay. Oh, let's see who. I mean, they have him up. He is top 5 talent, Jalen Shields. So I did a full scout on him. He is top 5 talent. What about that tight end? Oh, he's still looking really good. Deep route running's a D, though. Great speed, ran a 4.69 40-yard dash. A catching traffic, A catching. He can block a little bit, not much though. Medium route running is a B. Short route running is probably going to be around a B as well. Oh, God. They have me taking him, but I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. Oh, God. That's tough. That is tough. I mean, he rocketed up the boards. I think we're going to go another defensive end. I think I'm going to take Jalen Shields. He just has too much freak ability. Too much. It's just too much. Elite speed, elite jumping, great agility, and elite acceleration. I don't think I can get past that. I think we draft for our defensive line to be set for the next 5-10 years. We're going to take him. Hidden talent. 90 acceleration and 86 speed off the edge for Jalen Shields. What an absolute monster. Can't wait to see what he has for a hidden ability because that is beautiful. Powell gets taken by the Colts. Good luck with that, boys. Wow, Dobbs got taken by Seattle. Back-to-back quarterbacks. Those guys are round 1 to 2 talent. Oh my cow. All right. Well, now we're definitely not taking quarterback because there are no quarterbacks left. Jermichael Stamper got up to a 95% completion. Also looking pretty good. Elite speed. He ran a 4.48 40-yard. Great acceleration, great agility, great jumping. Doesn't have a ton of strength. Has A zone coverage, A awareness, B block shedding, and A hit power, though. Good in man coverage as well. I don't like taking linebackers early, but God, this is actually a tough one because this guy, I mean, he's going to be the best on my board. We could maybe go the route of taking Chris Howell, too, who is another guy that, I mean, just looks phenomenal. Elite speed, elite agility, great acceleration, great jumping, great strength. He ran a 4.36 40 and a 4.33 40 at his pro day. B-man coverage. Has potential to have good zone coverage. A play rec, A pursuit, B tackle. We can maybe take a flyer and hope that that linebacker's still there. We just take Howell right off the rip. I don't know if he's going to be there, though. That's the thing. I mean, that safety looks really good. We did just sign Deshaun Elliott, though. We have Tracy Walker, too. We could potentially make a trade if we wanted to.
One eternity later.
I'm going to do it. Sometimes you just got to take those physicals, and this guy has great physicals. Another hidden dev, 93 speed, 93 acceleration, 92 agility. I mean, another hidden dev. Hopefully that linebacker is still there. I don't like taking safety early. I don't like taking linebacker early, but it's kind of positions of need right now for us. So our next pick is early in round 2. So our linebackers are gone for our next pick here. We still have some of the outside linebackers, though, that were looking pretty good. I don't know what their physicals are, though. Let's see. Great speed. Ran a 4.61. That's pretty solid. A tackle. Isn't going to be blitzing too much. A catching. C block shedding, which isn't the best. Decent in zone coverage, though. Let's maybe look at defensive tackles. Anybody in here that kind of catches the eye? There's not. Is that tight end still here? There's no way, right? He is still here. So they had him potentially going in the first round to me, which is crazy. This is tough. I think I'm going to sit and wait on him. I kind of want to take him, though. Not now, but one of our picks here. There's also Tyler Myers, who's chilling here as well with elite strength. A, run block power, not a finesse guy. B, run block. Looks like he might be kind of tough on the pass block. Not a finesse dude. Pure power, which is good for us because we're big runners of the football on the team. So having that huge power up the middle might not be a bad thing, honestly. So that might be something that we look at maybe too. I think I'm going to have to go linebacker, though. It's kind of between these two guys right now on who I want to go with. Great speed. Pretty all-around, good physical. We're going to go with Jared Fisher. This might not be the play. Hidden dev. All right. 85 speed, 87 acceleration. We'll have to see how he plays out. Jared Fisher, though. Nice little run stopper. I ended up taking the guaranteed tackle. Don't know what his tackle is, but it was rated as an A. So another good one. 3 hidden traits for our first 3 picks. That's kind of what you like to see. So we're moving on to our next one, which isn't until round 3, pick 2. Will the tight end still be there? If he is, I'm taking him. I'm just going to take him. And he is still there. I'm just going to take him. We're just going to take him. It's really crazy to me that he was sitting there as me potentially taking him with the 7th pick. So I'm just going to take him. Another hidden dev. 83 speed, 87 acceleration. Decent agility, too. Only a 73 change direction, but he is a tight end. 4 for 4 on hidden devs right now. Here we are. That's, I'd say, we'll take that. That's a pretty good one. All right, next picks. Round 4, pick 2. We're going to take a flyer on this guy, Matt Arnett. He ran a 4.26 40 and a 4.24 40. Has great acceleration. Scouting report says he can kind of run deep routes. Very bad catcher. But I'm more thinking about how can you do in the kick return game, because I don't like Khalif Raymond back there. So if maybe we can get somebody with just elite speed, like a 97, 98, 99 speed, that'd be good. He's a day 3. We're into day 3, almost in there. So 96 speed, I'm actually okay with that. 86 change of direction. We'll have to see how his like juking and stiff arm and ball carrying and everything is, but we can work with that. Normal dev trait, but that's all right. I'm drafting him to return kicks, so I'm fine with that. We're gonna sure up on the linebacker crew a little bit. This guy has great physicals again, elite speed, elite acceleration. Ran a 4.57 for both the combine and pro day. Has good zone coverage, which I am highly interested in. Maybe pushing him over into maybe a middle linebacker spot. I mean, he could suck too, but I'm gonna try to shore up the linebacker crew a little bit more. And normal dev. 90 acceleration, 86 speed, though, for a middle linebacker. That's not too bad at all. We're getting down to it now. Not a lot left. Are there any offensive linemen? Even deep, I'm fine with that. Yeah, there's not going to be a ton of these guys left. Impact blocking. Good speed. Not great strength, though. Just 3rd in bench press, though, for centers. And there's not a ton of centers in the draft. I might look at maybe getting that guy right at the end of the draft. Right there. James Mayweather. Gonna have to remember that. James Mayweather. There is not a lot here. I mean, this is what's happening, though, once you get this deep. I've actually reached down and grabbed a potential undrafted free agent, and they ended up being a superstar development, which I don't really know. Like, I'm gonna take him now. I couldn't find anybody else, so we're just gonna take him now. James Mayweather. Normal dev, 83 strength. Decent speed, though, for a center. I'm probably going to move him over to a guard position. 70 speed, 83 acceleration. Not too shabby. And this is our last pick. And our last pick is going to go to the kicker. We're drafting him now. Zach Hartman. Let me make sure he still has elite kick power. Yeah. C. He has C accuracy, but who cares, dude? Man's going to be dropping bombs. Give me 97 plus kick power. Come on. Show me the money. If not, if we don't have the money, this is going to be between him and Dean Siller, who had D accuracy. Only reason I'm picking him. Let me make sure. Did he have elite? End up having elite too? He did. 97 kick power. That's all you can ask for right there. And we got it. Zach Hartman. Look at that beauty. What a guy. So Chris Howell is an 83 overall. He might be generational.
Maybe. I don't know.
83 overall, 93 speed, 93 acceleration, 92 agility. How's he on the defensive side? 89 catch, 70 tackle, 84 hit power, so you could definitely use a little bit of work there. Great in coverage, though. 74 man, 84 zone. Intangible, durability, size. I mean, this is actually all there. Shields is right up there, too. He's a 75 overall. Fisher is a 73 overall. Not too bad. Matt Arnett's actually a 71 with that 96 speed. Juke and spin isn't the best, but man still has 75 catch, too. Yo, this guy might actually be all right. 78 deep route running. That tight end, 69 overall, but he does have the hidden dev trait, so we'll take that. Hartman's a 69, which is fine. Yeah, and these are our 2 depth pieces right there. Howell ended up being first in true talent by a long shot. We actually got 2 of the top 5 talent in the whole entire draft. So this is where we're starting year 2. We got Decker, Jackson, Ragnow. Vaitai is going to get the start. Penei Sewell. We have Lawrence, newly drafted. Don't know what his dev trait is, though. I'm excited to see. We have the goofball Jared Goff. Swift and Foreman will be splitting carries. Kabinda at fullback. Amon-Ra St. Brown and Williams here, but we do also have Chark and big body receiver Josh Reynolds as well. So, not a bad offense. Could definitely be better, but it's not bad. On the defensive side, we have Lee McNeil, Aiden Hutchinson, and rookie Shields. Mike Hughes and Akuda are going to be on the outside spots, with Oruwariye probably going to be getting in there and splitting some time too. We have Howell and Walker, both safeties, who are probably going to be doing different sub packages. We have Elliott and Joseph. This is the big one. Is like, man, I really want to get Kirby in there. You know, Fisher. We have starting Anzalone, Barnes, and Rodriguez as well on the defensive front. Hartman and Fox are going to be the guys back kicking and punting, and I actually have to change this. We're going to move Arnett up. I signed Giovanni Bernard just to give me a little bit of depth, but no, we're moving Arnett up here. We have improved though. 81, 79 with an 80 overall. So we have gotten better. The only thing is we have to see how's the second season going to turn out. Let's start simming and let's see what happens. Well, we're at the halfway point. Detroit is 1-6, so we're probably on the way to another pretty bad season. One good thing though, now this is a really good thing. If we come over here and look at the prospects, we have 3 quarterbacks who are in the top 5 potential. Cade probably isn't in there. But we have Christopher Fowler and also Anthony Hyde, which are both looking pretty freaking good. So that is a positive, especially at a time when we're probably going to have a pretty high pick. We're also going to probably have a ton of wide receivers, more than likely walk. So I got to try to kind of backfill a little bit in our wide receivers, which is why I'm doing like a heavy scouting into wide receivers so that I kind of have an idea where all these guys are going to be. Unfortunately, a big thing that I need is an interior lineman, and they're kind of weak this year. And by weak, I mean awful. Like they are not good at all. I guess there's one center in here that I can kind of look at. The rest of them, though, I mean, well, that guy's actually okay. So there might be one. There might be one guy. There might be one. Jonah Jackson is up for contract renewal. He's wanting about $10 million a year. I kind of want to keep the offensive line intact, so that's going to be tough to not do. Looks like it's a pretty top-heavy draft, and there's a lot of quarterbacks. I'll definitely be looking for potentially another linebacker as well. I would like to replace Anzalone, but man, I don't know if it's going to happen at this point. I'm taking a hard look at corners as well. We're going to see where all these guys end up. Definitely not looking at any safeties. But I think it's going to be a good draft, depending on where we fall for our draft pick. But I'm feeling pretty confident right now. Not with our record, but confidence is there. See what I was talking about? Like Reynolds, Cephas. Like these are all the depth pieces that I'm not going to have more than likely next year. I'm not paying Josh Reynolds $5 million a year. I just don't think I think I have enough depth to not do that. Well, we are trending up. 4 wins this year. 4-13. Let's see what pick we're gonna end up having. Let's see. 4 wins. We are gonna have the first pick. First pick in the NFL draft goes to the Detroit Lions. Here we are. 4-13. We're gonna have our choice of a quarterback. They're both 1-2. Both 1-2 in talent. So they're going to be right in line, 73, 74, 75 probably. Okay. We got to do it. I'm not going to do another year of goofball. Probably going to go Anthony Hyde. That's going to be my guess. Speed's good. All right. Where's Christopher Fowler, sorry. Speed is solid. I'm going to have to make a choice. I don't like good throw power. Good throw power isn't good to me. He has good accuracy, though, good under pressure, good on the run, good play action, break sacks an A. I mean, it's pick your poison. I'm going to have to pick my poison with him. Jared Goff, 4,300 yards, 33 tutties, 13 picks. So a little bit better, a little bit less yards, but more efficient with throwing the ball. That's things you love to see. DeAndre Swift finished with a 3.8 yard per carry, 4 tutties. Foreman had 11 tutties. Swift had 857 yards. Amon-Ra St. Brown again, 17 touchdowns. 88 catches, 1,300 yards, and 17 touchdowns. Oh, DJ Chark must have been hurt the whole year. He had 1 catch, 8 yards, and that's it. Jamison Williams had 69 receptions. Nice. 883 yards and 4 touchdowns. Lawrence had a good year, too. 75 receptions, 863, and 6 touchdowns. Okay, that's actually not too bad at all. On the defensive side, Mike Hughes actually led the team in tackles. Aiden Hutchinson with 14.5 sacks and 14 TFLs. Liam McNeil had 13 TFLs. That's absolutely what you love to see. Our rookie had 6 sacks, 7 TFLs, 36 total tackles. And again, not a ton of turnovers, but they did definitely spread it out. Sean Elliott had 2. Our outside linebacker had 1. Mike Hughes had 1. Howell had 1. Akuda had 1. Kirby had 1. Anzalone had 1, and so did Will Harris. How'd our kicker do? 17 to 22. Not what you like to see. Had a long of 57, though, which is what you absolutely like to see, and had a Papega megaphone, missed extra point. Jalen Hurts, MVP. Okay. Cooper Kupp was the offensive player of the year. Okay. And Donald was the defensive player of the year. Lawrence just missed out to Ramon Dobbs as the offensive rookie of the year. I mean, hell of a year for Lawrence. We'll take that. On the defensive side, Trent McCullers takes it for the number 1. Shields and Howell weren't too far behind. Hurts with your best quarterback. Ezekiel, best running back. Kupp, of course. Dahlman, Donald, Gary, Amos. Wow, Packers defense. Jesus. Lawrence ended up having star development. Okay. All right, up to 73. So he went up 4 this year. That's pretty good. Shields ended up having star development as well. All right. Not too shabby. Fisher ended up having star development. Generational, let's see. Superstar. Superstar for Chris Howell. Here we go. Dallas Cowboys are your 2023 Super Bowl champions over the Cleveland Browns.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
Man, these two playoffs have been something. That's for sure. These are definitely been something. We are going to be coming into year 3, though. Who do they have us taking? Anthony Hyde is who they have us taking, which is kind of who I am leaning towards. Is definitely this quarterback. Could sit Hyde behind Goff for 1 year, too. I don't know. That's going to be interesting, though. We're going to be going into year 3, though. Lots of things to do. Lots of players to negotiate with. All right, so coming into free agency, we're looking at, I don't know, probably looking at a new right guard. Need a new guard. Tight end, I'm actually okay with for right now. I kind of want to see what happens with Lawrence. Wide receiver, I'm actually all right with, too. We have J-Mo, St. Brown, and we have Chark still. I have him for 1 more year. We have Arnett as well. Swift is still here, so probably going to keep him around. Just sign him to a new contract. Goofball, we're going to try to replace, though.
I'm thankful.
Defensive side of the ball, I need linebackers. I just need linebackers. I'm probably going to start Kirby over to Sean Elliott. Walker, we're going to let probably contract run out as well. Howell's been looking pretty good, so we're going to keep him going. I'm good on corners. We're actually doing pretty good for depth at corner, unless there is another corner there. If there's another corner there, I'm definitely going to pick him up. But, I mean, big thing's going to be linebackers. Maybe a defensive tackle, some more depth on the defensive end side, maybe. But overall, I'd say we're in a pretty good place. All right, so we're to our private workouts, and I mean, I'm more than likely going to go quarterback. More than likely. I don't really care for the quarterbacks too much. I mean, they're all right, but I need to maybe look at like a second round, like somebody in the first to second round for our second round pick. So like this guy. Where is he going to fall? You know what? Let me actually see. Where's his physicals at? Okay, not too bad. I also want to take a look at somebody in the secondary as well. So we'll take a look at Calvin Whitaker. And then let's look for maybe inside the offensive line. We kind of need all those 3 things. We also made a little baby splash. A baby splash for sure. But we got Patrick Queen. That was kind of my big signing for the year. 6 years, $31 million is what we gave him. And then I got pretty much just a bunch of depth. Like right now, Mootsie's going to be probably the starting right guard. I got a new fullback. We run a lot of sets out of with the fullback, so got a new fullback, blocking fullback. And then I got kind of just like depth pieces, mentors. So Van Noy, Hurst, brought Duvernay back, and also John Simon for a little bit of depth for us too. But not a big splash, just a little baby splash kind of mixed in there. There we go. NFL draft time again. I know I'm going to pick the quarterback. I mean, I don't know if I even really want to, but Anthony Hyde is the best available. I can take the strong arm guy. He's just not very good with accuracy, and Hyde doesn't really have the arm power. So it's like, man, I need the quarterback of the future, and I need to start getting him the snaps now so that we can start building him up. Okay, hidden dev, 84 speed, which is actually really good. 91 throw power too. That's not bad. 87 acceleration, 84 agility, 92 change of direction, hidden dev for Anthony Hyde. Probably going to be in the low 70s if I had to guess, which is probably going to fight with Goff, really, for the starting job. But not a bad pick for a first pick. We'll take it. All right, we got our second pick now. Are any of the guys... So one of the guys is still here. Levi Wise. A awareness, A block shedding, A play rec, A pursuit, A tackle, B zone coverage. Okay, I mean that guy could be pretty good. Then how about the guard? He is still here as well. Big, strong guy, great strength, not very fast, but that's all right. Zero finesse. He's just a road grader. Honestly, I may trade back up into the second to maybe grab both of these guys. I think I'm going to. I don't know what kind of package I'm gonna have to give in order to trade back up, but I'm gonna try to trade back up here in the second round and see what happens. I'm gonna take Levi Wise though with my second pick. Hidden dev trait, 86 speed, 89 acceleration. We'll see where he gets with tackle and zone coverage and all of that, block shedding. But that's a 86 speed, 89 acceleration. That might actually be a starting outside linebacker for me right now out the gate. I should have traded up sooner. San Fran took him with the fourth pick. I should have just traded up into the second spot. So I missed out on him. So that kind of sucks. I'll have to see how good he is, though. We'll have to go check out the 49ers. Or sorry, the Cardinals. We'll have to go check out the Cardinals and see if he's a freak of nature. I'm guessing he's going to be. Gonna take the next best thing here for guards. I'm actually really pissed that I missed out on that guy. Damn it. But anyways, we're going to take the next best thing. Good strength, good speed. Duncan Dwyer has decent looking skills. Honestly, I'm just kind of looking for almost not a plug and play, but somebody that can maybe play here in the next couple of years at guard. So Duncan Dwyer, he has hidden dev. Okay, 91 strength, 82 acceleration, 69 speed for a guard. That might play. We'll have to see where he slots in at right guard. So we'll take that. That's actually better than I thought we were going to get. So, all right. Then with our fourth pick, I'm going to get myself a power back. And this guy is interesting. He has A, break tackle, A, trucking, A, carrying, B, awareness, B, ball carrier vision. But he was actually first in the 40. It says that he has good speed, but he had a 4.39 and a 4.36. Fastest running back in this draft, which is weird. But I'm going to take him, especially it says he has good speed. We'll see about that. I'm looking for a guy that just can pound it home at the goal line, and that's young, and we can kind of build up from there. So hidden dev. Okay. 92 speed, 91 acceleration, 89 agility, 80 change of direction, which isn't that great, but he's going to be a bruising back. So 4 picks, 4 hidden dev traits here, which is, yes, sign me up for that. I will definitely take it. We're looking pretty good right now. Good for first 4 picks. We're going to shore up a little bit more in the linebacker crew as well. So I'm going to take Gabe Trent. Again, this is just taking depth, and if we end up hitting on one of these, that'd be great. Can we hit again with hidden dev? We do not. Normal development, 89 acceleration, 80 agility, 83 speed, 78 strength. Again, he is probably going to be a pretty good piece for depth for us at linebacker. So I'm all right with that. So Terrence Hadley was a 73 overall. Normal dev. Okay, we actually may have dodged a bullet here because our guy that we got is a 76 overall with hidden dev. Oh, that works out. Hyde's a 74 overall. Has 84 speed, 91 throw power, good short accuracy, definitely struggles in medium and deep accuracy. Good throw on the run, though. 84 speed, 87 acceleration. We love that. 92 change of direction. Juke and spin is the best, but break sack of an 80. We can work with this. Our second pick, Levi Wise, 77 overall. That will be good. 90 tackle. It's all through temporary, but still. Bull rush, strip ball, high motor. Hit power is decent, 86 speed, 89 acceleration, only a 60 zone coverage, so we're going to have to work on that a little bit, but yeah. Yeah, that looks actually really, really good. And Dexter Chamberlain, 75 overall power back, 82 break tackle, 92 speed, 84 trucking. Okay, 58th rank halfback in the league right out of the get. Can't really catch. We're not going to be using him for catching. We're going to be using him to pound the rock home. He's going to be our goal line back. He's going to be like our Jamal Williams. Gabe Trent at a 69 overall, Ferguson at a 67, and Adams at a 68. So again, this is just going to be some depth pieces. Might move one of these guys to end, though, to see where they work out a little bit better. Maybe Adams. Freaking great draft, though. Made a little bit of a trade. Tracy Walker kind of got buried on the depth chart pretty badly. because we have 3 safeties right now that are all better than him, unfortunately. So just to shave the cap, it's about $8 million. We're sending him to the Texans. Couldn't get much back for him. Tried to get a 4th. They were not having a 4th. But they did a 5th and a 7th round pick for this coming year. And look at this. We just got him. And he's already hurt. Broke his collarbone early. He's out for 3 weeks still. So the goofball is back in. Dwyer's going to be out for the opener as well as John Simon. So a little bit of injury problems here at the beginning. We'll see what happens to Hyde once he comes back. But it's the goofball show to at least start the season out. All right, so we got to the point where Hyde is back and the goofball's 0-3 to start. And not only that, but Swift got hurt. So I signed another running back and that running back got hurt. So they're both out 5 weeks and 6 weeks for Swift and Hill. Jeez. I mean, man, when it rains, it pours. But at least Chamberlain, the big bruising back, he's getting his touches now. We'll see how Hyde actually performs, though, now that he's in. And look at that, 3-3. How did he do in this game? Oh, 293 yards, 5 tutties, and no picks. Chamberlain's bruising away, 17 carries, 62 yards. Lawrence had 117 yards receiving. Hey, he's not turning the ball over, and that is good. Not running the ball either. He's playing from the pocket. Okay. Went up against Matthew Stafford and had 2 touchdowns. Look at him go. 3 carries for 7 yards. He's kind of doing his pocket passer thing here. So through his first 3 games, coming back from injury, 681 yards. He has 8 touchdowns, no picks, has 76% completion percentage, 227 yards a game. Man's out there balling and getting wins on the board. And that's what I care most about. 133 rating, though, in his first 3 games. Takes a lot of stacks, but that's all right. So we have some big people that we need to re-sign here. And I mean big. Big. Levi, Lee McNeil, yup. Taylor Decker, don't want to bring Taylor Decker back. 30, 82 overall. Jeff Okuda, that's another big one. This is the huge one, though. Like, the huge one. Amon-Ra St. Brown's up for a contract now. I'm going to offer him just a player friendly and see if he takes it. 5 years, I'd say that's pretty good. Might hop it up to 6 if he doesn't take the 5-year deal. 15 million cap hit, but I mean, he's leading receiver every single year. So young, superstar. All right, we're probably going to have to give him 6 years. All right, we're going to try a 6-year deal. 11 million a year, 5.5 bonus. It's going to be a big cap hit, but he's going to be worth every penny. And that's what's going to get it. Amon-Ra St. Brown. That is a gigantic contract to give to him, but worth every single penny. Kuda wasn't having it either. We'll bump him up to 6, see if he takes that as well. Yeah, all right. So we're going to have 2 getting into their 30s, which is fine. Those positions usually age out all right, so I don't know what I'm going to do with Decker, though. I might let him walk to free agency and maybe see if I can pick him back up. You know what? Let's see if maybe, just maybe, let's see if I can get him on maybe a team-friendly deal. 12 million hit. I mean, it's going to be hard to find a left tackle to replace him, but I might be able to. Let's do a team-friendly and see if he takes it. Damn! I'm going to have to give him probably a neutral for him to take. Probably a 2-year deal. Because if I can get him on like a 1 or 2 year deal, we can maybe start to look to draft a left tackle. But these are where the big contracts are coming up. Goofball's up. We probably won't play him. The big one, though, I mean, Amon-Ra. I got Lee McNeil back and also Okuda all locked up. So I'm happy with that. We have a quarterback now that we won't have to pay a ton of money for a little bit. So that'll kind of give us time to prepare for that. We are, though, in the hunt for a playoff spot. Right now, we're sitting at the 7 seed. So we're right on the cusp. They're getting there. They're getting there slowly but surely. Lines are starting to get together.
5 minutes later.
And I made it to the end of the season, and they are now 6-10. 4-game losing streak to end it out. Gonna miss the playoffs yet again. We lose our last game 53-28. 53-28 to the Packers. Patrick Mahomes is your MVP. CeeDee Lamb, Offensive Player of the Year. Holy cow. Defensive Player of the Year is Chase Young. Look at the Rams. Donald. Davis Gaither. Floyd. Holy cow. Gore beat us out. Hyde doesn't win Offensive Rookie of the Year. He takes home 2nd. That sucks. Was 7th, though, on Quarterback of the Year. We'll take that. We have no defensive linemen, no defensive linebackers. Okuda did make it in for the best defensive back, though, so we're improving slowly but surely. And Hyde finishes strong. 3,885 yards, 31 TDs, and 7 picks. What a freaking year by him. That is absolutely phenomenal. Gave up 30 sacks. Didn't really get outside the pocket too much. He had 39 carries for 143 yards. Chuba Hubbard actually had the bulk of the carries over Dexter Chamberlain, our rookie, but he did have 8 tutties. Did end up getting... He hasn't even gotten his dev trait yet. He's sitting at 418 snaps on the year. Unfortunately, DeAndre Swift, injuries. Injuries followed by injuries followed by more injuries. Amon-Ra St. Brown had 94 catches, 1,469 yards, and 10 touchdowns. DJ Chark had 936 and 9 touchdowns. We had a good receiving core. J-Mo did really good. Lawrence had another strong year. That's looking pretty good. On the defensive side, let's see. Wow. Patrick Queen had 134 tackles. Go you. 6 TFLs, only a half sack. Aiden had 7 sacks. Shields had 7. Onzarike actually had 6. Liam McNeil had 1.5. Akuda had 4 picks. Okay, we're getting more takeaways. So 4 picks, 7, 10, 13, 14 takeaways. Sean Elliott and Kirby Joseph splitting time a little bit, looks like. How'd the kicker do? Oh, 14 and 19. That accuracy is killing Zach Hartman. The Super Bowl was the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Carolina Panthers. KC won it. Their third. Super Bowl MVP was Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes still fucking absolutely dominating the league. We still got some players ready to negotiate. I'm probably going to let Onzarike walk for now. I might pick him back up in free agency. We'll see. We're going to let Anzalone walk just because we have a ton of depth now at middle linebacker, and he kind of becomes a little bit of a redundancy right now. The goofball we're going to let walk as well. Just, I mean, not worth the money that he's going to be looking for. And now I got to decide if it's time to splash or not. So we're good on the offensive front. Like, I think we're actually, like, real good on the offensive front. Hyde is looking really good. The big thing is, do I want to make a splash here? Do I want to go out and get a big defensive tackle? Do I want to go out and get a really good outside linebacker? Is that another thing I want to do? Probably going to give Kirby Joseph the run here. He's just a natural ball hawk. I think I'm going to take the ball hawk over the hard hitter. So we're going to see what happens. Do I splash on maybe a corner? You know, because we're kind of in a little bit of a window right now. If we just get the defense kind of where it needs to be, I think that we can make a wave next year, especially after a draft. We'll be good. So the market is actually kind of shallow for outside linebackers. We're probably not going to be able to make the splash that we'd want to. I mean, DJ Reader is available, though. He's only looking for a 1-year deal. If I give him enough money, we can maybe make a push for it this year. We have the cap space. We could maybe just bring him in on a short-term 1-year deal, get a little bit out of him, you know, and kind of see what happens from there. Got the money to do so. I mean, Goff's contract's off the books now, so we could splash on him. Let's try to splash on him. 1-year deal and see if maybe we can grab him. Woo. Oh boy, we might have to really splash if we want him. What, 17, 18 million? God, that's a lot. I might just stick with Aleem McNeil. Maybe see if we can maybe pick somebody else up. Like Tier Tart, maybe. We could always go back and get Onzarike as well. Maybe get it down to about 10 million. So there's not a ton out there right now. Hey, Hobbs, Shaquille Griffin's good too. I mean, Eric Stokes would be good. That would definitely give me a nice second option. He's not looking for too much either. He's young enough. And we'll throw our hat in the ring. All right, so we got Stokes. I picked up Hassan Haskins for a little bit of additional depth. Heineke, I'm trying to bring in as a backup quarterback. Polonitsky's there, so we did not get Tart. He went to San Fran. Reader ends up going to the Jets. So who we got left is Delvin Tomlinson, big run stuffer. Michael Pierce. I mean, we did struggle against the run this year, so again, we're just missing just a little bit of help at the linebacker crew. We can maybe look at Pete Werner, move him over the other side. How much does he want? Because, like, I have the cap right now, so I might as well try to make a run for it a little bit. That's actually not too bad. Balloon's up to about 8 million, but he's still young enough that it should be all right. All right, that gets us to the top of the list. I can maybe look to move him over. Also, the best quarterback on the board was Jared Goff. Davis Mills is going to Carolina. Okay. I'm curious to see what happens with the goofball. Where he ends up going, if he ends up going anywhere. We end up getting Werner. He is signed. Still waiting on Glowinski and Heineke. And we missed out on the defensive tackle again. Thompson ends up going to Houston. Okay. I still think I'm going to draft somebody. So I just got to fill a spot and kind of hedge my bets. All right. We got Michael Pierce. He fits. So that's what we're going to do. This is probably everything we're going to do. Pete Werner, Stokes, Pierce, Haskins, Glowinski, and Heineke. Those are the guys that we're going to pick up. I don't know who the actual hell I'm going to get at all. Defensive tackle. I mean, this guy looks like an absolute freaking unit. What the heck? Yeah, let's get him in there. Let's take a peek at him. Let's take a peek at him as well. Because I'm really looking, I want defensive tackle. I can also start drafting for, you know, when the time comes. Oh my gosh, look at this guy. A power move, C block shed. Don't know what his finesse is, but 6'3", 268. I mean, I'm going to take a peek at him. I'm trading back up into the first round as well. We got a trade done. We sent Deshaun Elliott. I'm gonna give Kirby Joseph a chance to play full time at safety. All right, this guy is looking like a grown man. He's good across the board, has great strength. A tackle, B finesse, B power, B awareness, A play rec. Like, he looks like just an all-around freaking stud. Tremaine McMillan, who we brought back in, he is looking at, okay, round 1 talent. So, looking pretty good. Darius Diggs, great speed, good strength, solid excel, has pretty good 40. A play rec, B power, C finesse, A tackle. Let's look at this guy. Deep route running is an A. What was his speed? A 4.25. Elite excel, elite agility, elite speed. Deep routes A, kick returns A, carrying A, spin move A. Catching a C, but we can work with that. Catching traffic's a B. Cannot run short routes. D, short route running, but we can work on that. I need a big-bodied target that's going to go up and get some balls. This guy, 6'1", $188. It's pretty much about the size of Amon-Ra, honestly. Boy, oh boy, he looks fun. We could give our quarterback some more targets and shore up the defensive front. Let's see where we get to. Let's head in. I don't know. I'm gonna have some freaking decisions to make. See what the first pick is. Hunter Durant. Okay, quarterbacks are coming off. The Rams go quarterback as well. Brian Howell. Tremaine McMillan. We scouted him. That's probably not gonna be a good pick. So I need to make a decision. Do I want to go defensive tackle here, or do I want I don't want to say guaranteed top 5 talent, but I think I got to take the guaranteed top 5 talent. And I think I'm going to take this guy down here. The speed is what gets it. This guy's a much better route runner overall, but man, that speed. He ran a 4.47. This other guy ran a 4.25. That's going to be lightning in a bottle. Elite excel, elite agility as well. This man's going to get the ball in his hands, and he's going to absolutely... Oh, D juke move, though.
What?
So he has all of this agility in the world, but the man won't be able to break a tackle to save his life. Whereas my man here, A break tackle, A medium route, B deep route. He's just not as fast. Can't really catch in traffic. Man, this is actually really hard. It's not a need wide receiver per se. It's not like a need, but knowing that these guys are like top 5 talent, I'm gonna take Benjamin Richards. I'm going to draft him. I think I'm going to try to draft or trade back up to take the defensive tackle. I don't know where I'm going to try to trade back up into, though. Normal dev. 97 speed, 96 excel, 94 agility. Oh, this guy, if he didn't have normal dev, this guy is a freak of nature. I got to make a decision on where I want to trade up to go out and get that tackle. God, please don't let him get taken. I'm kind of playing this 10. I might try to 10. I might try to get here. Now, this could backfire. There's definitely a potential at that. Let's try 1, 2, 1 and a 6 this year and a 2 next year. This would be jumping 18 spots. Oh, so close. So I give them my first pick, a 3rd round next year, a 2nd round next year. I jump up 18 spots, and I get a 4th round back. And I'm going to take that defensive tackle. I don't want him to just slip past. I see a guy that I want. I'm going to go out, and I'm going to get him. We struck out on the wide receiver, kind of. I mean, the guy's going to probably be good, just going to be developing fairly slow. I am going to go out and get David Williams. He just looks like an all-around monster, and I kind of want it. Hidden dev, 91 strength, 73 speed at a defensive tackle. We'll have to see where his power moves and his finesse moves come out, but that's a good one. All right, we got 2 big picks there. We got to look for offensive line, though. We have to look offensive line. Got to start looking for a potential replacement at tackle. Look at this guy's weird. Look at this. Elite excel, agility, change of direction, jumping, speed, but only decent strength. Oh, and that shows. D run block. This guy would probably be, oh man, the decent strength kills me. That is just so unfortunate because he has everything else. He is just so weak. He's so weak, dude. God, I almost want to take this guy just to see where his strength lies. Normal dev, 84 strength, 86 excel. I'm curious to see where he lies, though. He just had, it's a freak athlete, doesn't have that much strength. I might be able to move him around a little bit, though, and see. Got to shore up the offensive front a little bit more. We're going to take Ralph Buchanan. Yeah, normal dev. We're kind of striking out on the development this draft, that's for sure. Still looks all right, though, for a little bit of depth piece. All right, round 4, pick 10 is what we have. I'm going to make that guy's day. Undrafted free agent. Let's get him in the 4th round. He's our big physical guy. Normal dev, 90 jump, 91 speed, 88 excel. I'm curious to see what his spectacular catch and catching is, though. That's going to be the big thing. We're going to have some decisions to make at wide receiver, but I need to get these guys ready to replace them because we're going to have people that I don't know if they're going to be here. We have to wait and see. I picked up J-Mo's 5th year, but are we going to be able to get a contract done for him? I don't know. DJ Chark, he's going to be gone too. Well, maybe. I mean, what do we do with him? 8 defensive tackles with huge block shed. And we'll go back and give Vinny Freeman. Oh, hidden dev. 86 speed, 85 acceleration. So we hit a little bit of a development a little bit later in the draft. Okay. Outside linebacker will be able to maybe build up a little bit. I'm bound to hit on one of these guys, right? These outside linebackers that I've taken. I'm going to take Craig Orr. The only reason I'm taking him is because he has A, pass block. His run block finesse is awful, an F. But he has the potential to maybe pan out to an A and an A in run block, pass block. Very unlikely. But A stamina, A pass block. Need more depth along the offensive line since I let a lot of people walk this year. Normal dev, but that's all right. Curious to see where he pans out. He's probably going to be like a 61 overall. All right, so for us, Benjamin Richards, 76 overall. He has 97 speed. So normal dev, yes, but 97 speed, 96 excel. 84 catching traffic, can run deep routes all right. Change of directions 87. I mean, this guy is not bad. David Williams was a 75 overall again, and he has hidden dev. What was his power rushing? That's the big thing. What was his power moves? 76. Could definitely be better, but we can train that up a little bit. Jeremy Norman in left tackle, 72 overall to start. Actually not bad. Buchanan's a 72. Shivers, the guy who was an undrafted potential. Deep route 75. Spectacular catch is a 97. 6'3", 97 spec catch. 84 catch in traffic with 91 speed. Okay, I can work with that. And we got some depth pieces at the end. Also something that happened that I completely missed. Amon-Ra St. Brown got Superstar X Factor. Always catches the ball, which is, kind of his thing. So that makes absolute sense. The right guard that we drafted too, Duncan Dwyer, well, left guard, I moved him over. He also has Superstar. So we hit on some of our draft picks. That is for damn sure. Everybody else is star dev that we got in last year's draft. We're looking pretty good though. The team is actually looking pretty good right now. Going into the season, we're an 84 overall. So the best we've been, I believe. I think we were an 83 last year. We're a well-rounded team right now. We just kind of have to see where the season takes us. We got some big names for people who are needing contracts. We still have $71 million in the tank. I'm not going to bring Aurora back. Pascal, I don't know if I'm going to bring back either. Kirby Joseph, I'm definitely going to bring back. Penny Sewell's going to be the big one. He's still he is 24 years old. 24 years old. Let's just lock him up. Look at how much money of a cap hit that's going to be, though. But it's hard to come up around tackles like this. Like, you're not going to find tackles like this. Right now, though, we are 3-4. So, better. Definitely getting better. They can finish out strong, and we can get back to the playoffs here. All right. We are 3 weeks away. We're 7-7 right now. Rams are 9-5, and I think that's who we're going up against here for the last spot. We play them in week 17. So, more than likely, I don't even know if winning out is going to do it. I guess maybe we can catch the Packers. I don't know. I don't even know if winning out's going to do it. I'm going to go week by week, though, to see if we make it in. All right, so we won our last game against the Vikings, 38-21. We are going up against the Rams, who lost. Okay, this is going to be big. We have a home game, which is great. So they are currently the last wild card spot. Did the Packers win? The Packers didn't even win. Our record against the Packers, we're 2-0 against them. So let's see what we do against the Rams here. We need a win. We need a big win. And we got it. Wow, 38-35. We are currently leading the division. And it's going to come down to the Minnesota Vikings. Oh my gosh, we're 87 overall. It all comes down to this. For the Lions to make the playoffs again. Unless the Rams lose, and if the Packers lose, we'll be okay. Here we go. Do we make it back? Do we win? Do we beat the Vikings?
5 minutes later.
We do not. But we still win the division because the Packers lost as well. Dak Prescott is the MVP. Hyde made it 8th on the board. Coach of the year is Alexander. Cam Damble's actually on there too. 8th place. We'll take that. CeeDee Lamb was Offensive Player of the Year again. What the hell? Micah Parsons was Defensive Player of the Year. Jesus. Benjamin Richards, 4th in voting. Can't wait to see the stats for these guys, see how they did. Defensive Rookie of the Year, we didn't really have anybody. We had David Williams playing, that's right. Best quarterback, Hyde was 3rd. Running back, nobody's there. Amon-Ra St. Brown's here, 8th place. Dwyer and Ragnow are both. Man, our offensive line is so good. Hutchinson actually makes it back on to at least the leaderboard for best defensive lineman. All right, let's see how all these guys did. Let's see how they did. So Hyde, man, he has been. This is dividends for somebody who I didn't think was going to maybe be as much of anybody, really, because just like where he fell talent level. But 4,600 yards, 38 tutties, 11 picks. I mean, great 111 rating. Absolute great season. Played every single game, which you absolutely love to see. DeAndre Swift finally giving back. 965 yards and 11 tutties. Chamberlain had 10 before he got hurt. Very unfortunate. Jamison Williams led the team in yardage. 1,245 yards with 7 touchdowns. Amon-Ra had 12 touchdowns. We had 2,000-yard receivers. Lawrence almost got up to 1,000. DJ Chark was hurt a little bit, so that definitely hurt him. But okay, we had some guys. Swift had 367. Pete Werner led the league in tackles, 135, 106 solo. Queen had 126. Jesus. Aiden had 14 and a half sacks. Things you absolutely love to see. I'm guessing Shields got hurt because he barely even touched the field. Barely any tackles. Not a lot of TFLs either. Hughes had 3, Howell had 3, Werner had 2. So we had some turnovers. That's actually good. Something we definitely struggle with. And only 1 fumble recovery, and it was by Kirby Joseph. How'd the kicker do? Not that good. 11 of 14, 78%. Missed 2 extra points as well. And I am definitely going to go in, and we are going to watch this at least. So, wild card game. We have a home game because we won the division. We are going up against Nick Bosa and Kayvon Thibodeau. They got Nick Bosa. Well, this should be fun. All right. We strike first. We get a tutty. They get a field goal. We give up 3. They score another one. Okay. We're marching back, though. A lot of field goals. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
So much pain!
First playoff game. And who knows how long. And we get absolutely dumpstered. Oh. We made strides. Time for fucking next year. All right. Too many field goals. I'd had a pretty good game, too. 322 yards with 2 tutties. Just couldn't pound it in at the end. That killed us. Amon-Ra had 10 catches, 123 yards. What a dude. 7 catches, 86 yards for Richards. I mean, there's always next year. There's always next year. Feeling pretty good. Got a really good team right now. Look at this rematch. The Falcons get payback.
Just remember, Leahy, what comes around is all around.
38-31 over the Patriots. Sebastian Jenkins, a middle linebacker, was the Super Bowl MVP for the Falcons. They finally get it, and it's over the Patriots. How beautiful. Coming into the offseason, we've kept the nucleus together. The offensive line still intact, still have Dwyer. I had to bring Sewell back on franchise tag. He would not sign a long-term contract, so gonna have to try to figure that out this year. Amon-Ra St. Brown's still an absolute unit. DeAndre Swift, Hyde's coming along. We have Jamison Williams. And the 2 picks that we have, so Shivers and Richards, are both going to serve very good roles for us as a 3rd and 4th receiver. So those have actually panned out. On the defensive side, got a lot of bangers. We got Howell, who's doing really good. Fisher's looking good. Patrick Queen's looking good. Werner, Joseph. I still think I do want to get another defensive tackle, but where it sits now, this is also looking all right. I might try to replace Shields. I don't know. We'll see. But defense is actually looking better than it has in years past. That's for sure. There's not any like glaring holes like there were before. I got a 3rd corner to have. I got another tight end because we do run a lot of 2 tight end sets. I got some mentorship / depth at safety and picked up another backup quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater, since Heineke didn't want to stick around. So we got Bridgewater to come in. We still have so much money for cap room. a ton. And I tried to make some big splashes, but nobody wants to come here. So we're going to try to work with what we have. I mean, Thibodeau was available. I thought about it for a second, but he wanted, it was like 20 million a year, over 20 million a year. And it's like, oof, do I really want to lock up that much cap into Thibodeau? I mean, it probably would have worked out. Might have been able to move him to end. It would have been funny to have him and Hutchinson on the same team. I really wanted Payne. I threw a bunch of money at him, but he said to get out of here. Thought about Sauce Gardner for a second too, but a lot of these things is like, I don't really have like a glaring need. I mean, do they make the team better? Yes. But we do have what is going to be our private workouts. I am still looking for a surefire defensive tackle.
Well, good luck with that.
I have not found one yet. Both of these guys are looking all right, though. I need a guy who's strong. Yeah, great strength. Like, I like that. Looks like he has a good block shedding, too, and a good power move. There was an actual end in here, too, that was the same, where he had actual, like, good power moves, and he was strong. It was Clyde. Elite strength, solid speed. Pretty big, too. 287. Let's look at him, and then let's look at these defensive tackles as well. You and you. We're going to look at both those guys. So here we go. We have the 21st pick this year. So we're a little bit further back. We're going to see who is available to us, though, once we get there. So both of our defensive tackles are there. Power move A, power move A. Pretty good right across the board. A power move, A pursuit, which I like. I like the block shedding up a little bit more, especially for a defensive tackle, but the end got drafted. All right. Let's just see who's available, period. Also, there was a quarterback who had A everything. Very excited to see how good he is because he had elite throw power, throw under pressure, short accuracy, mid accuracy, and deep accuracy were all A's. So I have a feeling that he is going to be extremely good. Extremely good.
Well, no shit.
I am going to go Kyle Blanton. He is listed as a left end, but he is a big boy. Great strength, but not only that, but he has B power moves and A block shedding and A play rec. So I am going to go Kyle Blanton. I'm going to move him to a defensive tackle, and I'm going to plug him in there and be like, go and stop the runner. All right? That's all I want you to do. If you can make some sacks too, great. But I want this guy to just go in there and stuff the middle up. So we're going to draft him. All right, we got Hidden Dev, 87 strength. I'm interested to see what his block shedding and his power moves are, though. That's going to be the big thing. But we do have Hidden Dev, so that is good. Kyle Blanton. Welcome in. And now our next pick is round 4 because we made the trade last year. Round 4, pick 21 is our next pick. So here we go. So I'm taking what looks to be potentially one of the best ones that are still available. He's an undrafted free agent, but Kalen Easley. I was going to wait. I'm like, oh, I'll just wait and maybe try to pick him up a little bit later. But there is really not a lot left. But 4.38 speed, which isn't too bad, but he has A press, C zone coverage. Could potentially grade out to a B man coverage as well. If he has that with A press, 4.3 speed isn't too bad. I don't know. There's not a lot here that I like need. It would just be like drafting depth essentially at this point. So I'm gonna go Kalen Easley. If he ends up being like a 5th corner or maybe a 6th corner on the practice squad, it's kind of where I'm leaning right now. Hidden Dev, 92 speed, 89 acceleration, 88 agility, 88 jumping. Okay, I mean that actually worked out. I mean I looked at it, I was like, man, it looks like the best player available, and we got Hidden Dev on him. So can't wait to see what he turns into. So for our guys, we got Blanton. He's a 73 overall now, but I'm gonna move him over to D tackle, and I kind of want to see what he ends out grading out to. So let's slide him over to defensive tackle real quick. 75 overall at DT. So he'll be 3rd string right now, but he could definitely probably work his way up. Easley's a 67, but again, he does have the Hidden Dev. A late round linebacker I took, and Selvey ends up being a 70 overall. So a little bit of a weak draft class, but again, we only had the 1st round pick, and then 4th round was our next one. There he is, Adam Landry. This is the guy that had A everything and elite throw power. So 95 throw power, 88 short accuracy, 88 medium, 75 deep. Like he had everything that you would want. So we're at a new season. We have an 87 overall offense, 83 overall defense. We're 85 overall. We actually have playoff aspirations here for this year. We've come out of preseason healthy, completely healthy. So we're going to get through half the season. We're going to see where the sim takes us. All right, we're halfway through the season. And we're 5-1. The Lions are currently 5-1. I looked at the injury report, though. You'll never guess who's there. DeAndre Swift's there again. Dislocated ankle. Out again. Every year. He is hurt. Every year. So far, it's not even through the passing game. 1,600 yards. Good. I mean, they're moving the ball good. 9 tutties, 5 picks. Running game? Running game's not really there either. Defense? Are we actually getting takeaways and sacks and stuff? Like, what's going on here? Aleem McNeil has 4 sacks. David Williams has 3.5 sacks. Our defensive tackles. Shields has 3. Hutch only has 2. We are getting some takeaways, though. Werner has 2. Joseph has 2. Queen has 1. Howell has 1. And Murphy Bunting has 1 as well. So that's actually really good to see that we're getting some takeaways here. Yeah, we're 22nd in offensive yards. I do not know how the hell are we winning games? Okay, we have the second best defense in yards allowed right now. That probably has something to do with it. We're second in sacks, and we are 4th in takeaways. Okay, defense is stepping up then. Things you love to see. It's that right there. The actual defense stepping up in a big way. But we have to get through the rest of the season. So let's see if we can make the playoffs. Let's see if we can make a big push here. 5-1's really good. It's a good way to start. So the Lions are back-to-back NFC North champions. We got our offense up to 87. Defense is up 1-2. We're an 85 overall. We're going up against the Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott ends up winning the MVP. Okay. All right. I mean, hey. Brent Perkins is the coach of the year. Good for you, buddy. Can Dample's actually up there, though. Top 5. We like that.
You like that?
CeeDee Lamb for the 3rd year in a row wins best wide receiver. I mean, what an absolute freaking unit. Defense isn't quite there. Linebackers, nobody there. Wow, Sean Murphy Bunting ends up getting 4th for best DB. Howell's right up there, too. Oh, hey, our kicker made it. Zach Hartman. Big leg Zach, whatever you want to call him. Down year for Hyde. I mean, he still gets the yardage, 4,600, but he threw a few picks this year. 18 picks to 30 tutties. Not exactly what you like to see. 95 rating. Bridgewater actually had to come in for a game, it looks like, and he tossed 2 touchdowns. Good for you. Swift, after being out, does still come back with 683 yards rushing. 4.3 yards per carry. Chamberlain has 517 with 10 tutties. Hassan Haskins even gets some touches. He had 5 touchdowns on the year. Hyde doesn't really run it that much, even though he's considered a scrambler. He doesn't run it that much. Amon-Ra St. Brown again. 1,487 yards, 13 touchdowns. I end up bringing Jamison Williams back on a new deal. He had over 1,000 yards receiving with 7 touchdowns. And Lawrence again, man. He's been very good for a tight end. 795 yards with 5 touchdowns. Queen led the team in tackles, buck 23. Aiden Hutchinson, he made a comeback, 9.5 sacks on the year. David Williams, kind of coming on. Our draft pick from last year. 7.5 sacks, 16 tackles for loss. Shields, again, I don't think I'm going to bring him back. He just hasn't really panned out the way that I would want him to. Murphy Bunting leads with 4 picks. Howell with 4. We had takeaways. We actually had a few takeaways, which you absolutely love to see. Hartman went 21 for 24. Missed 2 extra points again. Jesus. He made 5 of 6 from 50 plus. I mean, overall, we're 10th in offense, which is phenomenal. Where'd we finish in defense? We were 6th in total defense as well. So defense actually stepped up. 4th in fumble recoveries and 3rd in interceptions, which means we probably, I'm going to guess, won the takeaway battle overall. Barely. So we had a 2 turnover differential, mainly because Hyde threw a lot of picks. So we're middle of the pack this year. But all right, here we go. Dallas versus Detroit. Let's see if we can get past the wild card this time. Couldn't last year. Maybe this year's different. We did get past. 26-21 is the score. Oh, I thought we were going to be going up against the Giants. We were actually going up against the Eagles. Okay, so we come down to face the winners of the Eagles-Falcons game. They won 27-13. So we are the number 2 seed, and we are going up against the Philadelphia Eagles, which I'm guessing still have Jalen Hurts. Yeah, they have A.J. Brown. Pretty decent offense, actually a really good offense. 2 evenly matched teams. Jalen Hurts, yeah, there he is. Still there kicking it. All right, so here we go. Can we move on past the Eagles? Starting her off with a kickoff. They punt, we punt. They get the first score. They drive down and get another field goal. We get a tutty of our own, though. Can't get anything done before halftime. They score another touchdown. Looking grim. Looking really grim. 31-10. And we end up getting decimated. 31-17. Back-to-back playoff chances, though. For the Lions, just comes up short. The Eagles ended up making it to the Super Bowl, though. They ended up losing to the Bengals, 35-14. Neville Gallimore was the MVP for the Bengals, a defensive tackle. All right. But, hey, Eagles ended up making it. We fell short. It would have been nice to maybe make it to the Super Bowl, but that's where we're going to end this one. We've actually rebuilt them really well. We're at to an 86 overall. Honestly, we'd probably just add in a few more weapons for Hyde, build the defense up a little bit more, but I have so much cap, and we have locked up some of the best players long-term. Like, I got a new deal for Sewell done, Jameson Williams done. Amon-Ra St. Brown's locked up. Aiden Hutchinson's locked up long-term as well. And we still have a ton of cap. This is going to be a perennial playoff team. That is for sure. It took a little bit longer than I wanted to get them there. I thought that the Lions were a little bit closer than what their team overall showed. But we finished with a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense right now. And the Lions are ready to make runs in the playoffs in the future. Maybe taking over a Super Bowl eventually. Who knows how long that'll take. 10 years probably, because it's the freaking Lions. But we started from the bottom, and now we're here. But thank you for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Checking out this Lions rebuild. Greatly appreciated. If this is content that you like, make sure to leave a like on the video. Think about subscribing to the channel too. The Lions franchise series did die a pretty bad death, mainly on me. But I'm going to be doing some more of these single video stories, these rebuilds. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure to like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel as well. But I hope you have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. I'll catch you on the next one.